Take a look at some of the heavy rain, of course, we had on Friday into Saturday in New York City last week. It's the latest in what has been an unpredictable year for weather events. Also starting to impact the insurers. Contessa Brewer's here, and she has that part of the story for us. We must look at that and see potential losses.
Yeah, I mean, they do, but much of that flooding may not be actually covered by insurance because flood insurance is a specialty line. A lot of people who are not in a flood zone would not buy that. And if they do, much of it would be issued through the National Flood Insurance Program. But comprehensive car insurance does cover flooding. So Allstate, Progressive, Berkshire Hathaway's, Geico, Travelers, they might all expect to see a flood of claims. It illustrates, though, the unpredictable nature of these weather catastrophes. I mean, you had a wildfire on Maui. In the first half of this year, guys, thunderstorms across the United States accounted for $35 billion in insured damage. That was 70% of the total across the globe. Thunderstorms. And it's a big reason why property insurance premiums are rising. Plus, of course, insurance companies are trying to manage their own risk. They buy reinsurance for, say, billion-dollar-plus catastrophes, and the cost of that reinsurance has been skyrocketing. So over the last 12 months, the demand and the increased rates in reinsurance have sent those stocks soaring. Look at Arch Capital Group, up 75%. Renaissance Re up more than 40%. Everest Re, same thing. CEO Juan Andrade told me that the general expectation is for a 10% increase in demand for reinsurance heading into 2024.
You know, inflation has had a lot to do with this, right? There's a lot of demand for reinsurance products because we live in a heightened risk environment. So insured values have gone up. There's social inflation in the U.S., which is basically increased litigation. There's also geopolitical risk that's out there. So all of these things have led to really more demand for reinsurance and insurance products.
Fitch estimates that reinsurance will fetch a return on equity of 14% this year and next. And what we're seeing is a lot of capital coming in because of the returns that are available here. And Andrade told me, look, we've really had a switch from protection for earnings, the insurers taking out reinsurance to protect their earnings, to now protection of capital. That's a reversion to what we saw before rates were rising. So it's a big deal.
What would you say the poster child is right now for insurers who just withdraw from the market? Is it Florida? Is it California?
Yeah. I mean, California, because the core problems are still not being addressed in California, which is you have to charge enough to justify the rate. But California is trying. So they've just recently changed the rules a little bit so that they're trying to encourage insurers to come in. They say, we'll allow you to charge more, but you have to agree that you're going to issue coverage in wildfire-prone places. So that's a big shift. They're trying to tackle it. In Florida, we saw a law change that said no more one-way attorney's fees or no assignment of benefits. That was driving the cost of insurance up an incredible amount, where 80% of the lawsuits filed over property insurance came from Florida, which was only accounted for 8% of the total property claims nationwide.
Wow.
So has climate change overall changed the entire thesis for this group?
Yeah, I think that climate change is a big deal. And look, it's not just climate change, it's climate risk. But if you look, as I said, at things like hail, which previously may not have been a massive billion-dollar-plus event, you wouldn't have seen it going to insurers. But when you look now at these massive, I mean, Hurricane Ian was a big one because remember, it covered half of the United States. That was a huge, an existential change in insurance that made them say, we've got to charge more premiums, because now it doesn't just affect Florida. It's going to affect the whole eastern half of the United States.
Yeah.